Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Quancho's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm akwaba to you. So friends, in today's video, I am teaching you and my husband, who is also behind the camera, how to cut up a chicken. So this is a little bit interactive. So in my chicken light soup video, which I shared with you a few weeks ago, I made mention of how I went to the butcher to get some live chicken, had them slaughtered and cleaned up for me, and then I brought them home to cut up myself. So I came home sharpening this knife because you need a very sharp knife to do this, and this chicken is fully intact except it has been slaughtered and cleaned, but I'm going to do the rest of the cleaning, cut it up, and I hope it's useful to you. So here's one of my chicken, and I have my sharpened knife and scissors if I need it. I also have boiled some water, which I've just poured into this bowl. And now I am going to use that hot water to be able to take the scale of the feet of the chicken. So in burning it, typically back home, we wouldn't burn the feet part, but he burned every part of this chicken, so which made removing the scale of the feet a little bit hard. So you normally would dip it into hot boiling water, turn it off most of the time, and then let it sit for about maybe a full minute. And once you take it out of the water and you run your hands on it, just like I'm doing, trying to rub it, the scale typically just comes right off. This has been a little hard because, like I said, you did some of the burning on it, but you see it's still coming off beautifully. So once I'm done taking the skin off, I'm just trimming the nails off this chicken because we like our chicken feet. So I'm just taking the nails of it. My mom would say "Chuchane borre." I mean, they are borre, of course. Borre is how we say nails in Tree. That is my language. So I'm done cutting it. I have to say my mom would typically have taken this part off before removing the nails. But hey, whichever way it goes, it's still getting done. And so to remove the feet of the thighs, you see when I bend it, there's already a joint. In cutting up chicken, it's so easy because everywhere is joint. So I cut it off the joint, and then I cut off the neck. The neck and the feet go together, and then I proceed to cut the wings. And you see there's an indentation right there. You can feel around it. And if the chicken wasn't this lean, you would have seen fat lines to be able to cut the wing off. So I cut off one wing, and now I'm showing you again how to do it. So you cut in that middle part, where the indentation is a little bit, flip it back like that, and then you poke the bone right up, and then you cut, you know, across the joints, just like that. And in the thigh, you still see some of the thigh fat. So it's easy enough. That line, I'm just trying to cut on that line and then all around it. So you flick it open a little bit, and it's easy for you to see the joint, how it's separated already by connective tissue and everything. And that makes it easy for you to be able to cut the thigh and the leg of the body of your chicken. So I'm just going to flip this over just a little bit, and there, see the joint just pop out like that, and then it's all meat around it. So it's easy for you to just cut the meat off just like this. And for the purpose of making soup, you don't want a whole leg quarter like this. You want to cut it up. And as you can see, there are fat lines right there as I show you. And so I'm just cutting right through those fat lines, and then you just go straight through the cartilage, and you don't even have to be, black, there's no bone to be an obstacle for you that way. And so I'm going to do the same for the other leg. Very easy. Like I always say, our moms, they are scientists. Home science. When we say home science, that is really what our parents learned, our moms especially. And so here goes again. Just pop it there, just like that. And then you just cut the meat. And again, in the fat lines, you want to separate the drumstick from the thigh. And that is how you go. So easy. And if it's being a little bit difficult, yeah, you just pop it like I did, and then you just cut right through. So we are done cutting the limbs off, and this is the hard part, the harder part of cutting up a chicken, because this has everything intact. So I'm showing you those lines because those you can actually feel around and see where the rib cage ends, and that is where you want to start to cut up, and you have to cut very gently, not cutting too deep inside so you don't go messing up with the intestines and all the giblets in there. So I'm trying to flip it that way so I pop out everything in there. And you have to be careful at this point trying to reach out for everything, because the bile is also in there and you don't want the bile to splatter on your chicken. This is the liver, this is the bile, in the true proverb when we say "Boyuno bata breboho," this is it. See how delicate? So in cutting this out, you really have to be careful. Otherwise, you have to throw everything away because it's super, super bitter. So I'm just going to try and bring everything out. These are the intestines. So I'm just going to cut with my scissors. It's going to be easier. And get it off. Gizzard. And to do that, the gizzard is just hanging on here. So you just want to cut these membranes like that and like this. And your gizzard is exposed. We're not done with it. We're going to work more on it. I'll show you, but so in getting out the liver, you're definitely going to cut off some of the liver. I don't like the heart or anything. I just like this liver. So everything here now is trash. I'm just showing you how to cut through your gizzard. You go through it this way. Then that your bird has eaten, which is junk. And this part is the lining. And that comes off. And your gizzard is pretty much clean. Get this bone. And this is pretty much easy. It's already cut. And that is one whole piece. All you do is take this part out. You just clean it. That's all.
What's that?
I wish she had her cane to give me lashes, because she normally would get that whole part, the back part, together.
It's fine.
Yeah, but this works for me. And you just flip it. And your meat is pretty much separated on its own. The kind of moment I'm saying, as Mrs. said. So, and this lungs, we go like this, just flip it back to break it. I tell you, my left hand is very useless, just like that. And these are the lungs, and you just want to take them out. And to separate the breast from the belly area, you would find a line. It's just another joint in there, and then you just cut through the meat. And if this was soft chicken, I could have just cut right through it, but this chicken was very, very tough. It was very grown, so the meat is not that easy, especially the bones, to play around with. But still, it goes right through, and that is it. So I've cut through this, and typically you would cut this part into two if the meat was the chicken was a little bit more fleshy, like the soft chicken you would buy in the store. Whatever artery or vein that you visibly see, you try to pull off like I just did. And at this point, it is up to you to decide if you're going to keep your tail or you want to chop it off. And if you are keeping it, you try to trim off the tip, and then you lift that area, you cut off that part above the butt or the tail like I'm doing now, and that is where the fat sits. So you want to take that off. And when you're done doing this, you can wash this thoroughly and it will be clean to eat. But I'm doing this especially so if ever you have a turkey to cut up, even when you buy it from the store, if it wasn't thoroughly clean, you would know how to do it. And the wings, I'm just trimming the tips to make it presentable. And now our meat is ready to go get washed, so we can proceed with cooking with it. And this is live poultry, so of course we have to be very careful in cleaning it. And that is, I think, an artery in the neck, so I'm pulling it off. I don't know exactly what vessel it is, but yeah, that is definitely not part of the meat, so you want to clean that out completely. And all the darkening that you see on it is from the burns. And so I will try as much as possible to clean some off, but that is what is going to make your soup even more delicious. So even if you got your chicken from the store, you could, you know, just try to put it in the oven or something to grill it a little bit so you have that tasty, delicious effect. So I've washed my chicken twice already, and this is the third wash. I have added some white vinegar or distilled vinegar to the water, and now I am going to let it sit in here a little bit for about maybe just about 2 minutes, to make it easy to clean. And now I am going to give it a thorough last wash. And all that sliminess that sometimes hangs between the skin and the meat, you want to try to get that off. That is like one of the things my mom always stressed on. You want your meat to be clean. And this is how we treat the wing. So just look at how I'm going with it. And that way it stays together. I don't know. I see most people don't do it, but I was taught that way, and I just can't stop myself from doing it, especially if I'm making soup. It was like everything had to be a certain way for it to be perfectly done. And the feet normally went on the neck the way I'm doing. So the neck has like a whole pocket around it. It's just a flap of skin, and so you can insert the feet in opposite directions this way. And that's how it was typically done. And this is part of the sliminess I'm talking about. You want to try to remove them so your meat is very clean and presentable, especially those days. Like, I think my mom, especially how they were taught, because chicken was special. And like I mentioned in the video, chicken soup was like special soup that you would make to serve guests and everything. So you wanted to make sure that if you served somebody chicken soup, you went all the way out to make everything perfect. So anyway, I'm done cleaning my meat, and now I'm washing my chopping board. And of course, everything that came into contact with the chicken, or the chicken came into contact with, whichever way you want to say it. Yeah, so I'm washing my sink and all these with very hot water. The faucet and everything. And then after that, I will go ahead and disinfect. And that is very, very vital. Well, I hope this video has been useful to you. And if ever you are presented with a chicken to cut up, hopefully you can do it now or in the near future. Thanks so much for watching. And until I come your way next time with something hopefully delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.